Marcus Aurelius once said, "In life we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it." Welcome to a journey of self-discovery, where we delve into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to control our emotions, find tranquility amidst chaos, and live a life of virtue. In a world filled with distractions and uncertainties, mastering our emotions becomes paramount. Stoicism, with its practical wisdom, provides us with a roadmap to navigate the adversities of life. Let's embark on this transformative journey together as we uncover 10 profound lessons from Stoicism to help us take charge of our emotions and live a life of purpose. 1. Acceptance. Life is unpredictable. There will be moments of joy and moments of sorrow. Stoicism teaches us the importance of acceptance, accepting things as they are without resistance. Acceptance is not about resignation or passivity. It's about acknowledging reality and embracing it with open arms. It's recognizing that there are certain things beyond our control and learning to make peace with them. When we resist reality, when we fight against the inevitable, we only amplify our suffering. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves struggling against circumstances that we cannot change? How often do we waste precious energy and time wishing things were different? Acceptance doesn't mean that we have to like or approve of everything that happens. It simply means that we acknowledge the present moment for what it is, without judgment or aversion. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and finding peace within the chaos. By embracing acceptance, we free our minds from the grip of fear and anxiety. We learn to let go of the need for control and trust in the wisdom of the universe. We find solace in the realization that, no matter what happens, we have the inner strength to endure. 2. Virtue. Stoicism places great emphasis on living a life of virtue, a life aligned with moral excellence and integrity. Virtue is not just a lofty ideal, it's a practical guide for navigating the complexities of everyday life. Consider this. Have you ever been faced with a choice between doing what's easy and doing what's right? Perhaps it's telling the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, or standing up for someone who can't defend themselves. These are the moments where virtue shines brightest. Virtue isn't reserved for grand gestures or extraordinary acts of heroism. It's found in the small, everyday decisions we make, the kindness we show to strangers, the honesty we uphold in our relationships, the courage we muster in the face of adversity. In a world that often values success at any cost, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of integrity. It's about living in alignment with our values, even when it's not convenient or popular. Ask yourself, what kind of person do you want to be? What values do you want to embody? Whether it's compassion, honesty, or humility, strive to cultivate these virtues in your daily life. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." So let virtue be your guiding light, illuminating the path towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. 3. Mindfulness. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to lose touch with the present moment. Stoicism teaches us the importance of mindfulness, of being fully present and aware in each moment. Mindfulness is not just about sitting cross-legged in meditation. It's about bringing awareness to every aspect of our lives. It's about savoring the taste of each bite of food, feeling the warmth of the sun on our skin, and listening attentively to the words of a loved one. How often do we rush through life, consumed by thoughts of the past or worries about the future? How often do we miss out on the beauty and wonder that surrounds us in the present moment? Mindfulness is the antidote to this perpetual state of distraction. It's about slowing down, tuning in, and appreciating the richness of each moment. When we're mindful, we're fully engaged in our experiences, free from the chatter of the mind. But mindfulness is more than just a tool for relaxation. It's a pathway to self-discovery and personal growth. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop greater clarity of thought, emotional resilience, and compassion for ourselves and others. 4. Resilience. Life is full of obstacles and setbacks. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate resilience, to adapt and bounce back stronger in the face of adversity. Resilience isn't just about enduring hardships, It's about thriving in spite of them. It's about harnessing our inner strength and resourcefulness to overcome challenges and emerge victorious on the other side. Think about the times in your life when you faced adversity, perhaps a job loss, a failed relationship, or a health setback. In those moments, did you crumble under the weight of despair, or did you rise up with a newfound determination? Stoicism reminds us that we have the power to choose our response to adversity. Instead of succumbing to self-pity or defeat, we approach challenges with a steadfast resolve. We view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Resilience isn't about denying our emotions or pretending that everything is okay. It's about acknowledging our pain yet refusing to let it define us. It's about finding the courage to pick ourselves up and keep moving forward, one step at a time. 5. Impermanence. Stoicism reminds us of the impermanent nature of all things. Just as the seasons change, so too does life. Nothing lasts forever. Consider the moments of joy and happiness in your life. They are fleeting, ephemeral, like a passing breeze. And yet, so often, we cling to these moments, desperately trying to hold on as if they could last forever. But just as joy is impermanent, so too is sorrow. In our darkest moments, when it feels like the pain will never end, Stoicism offers us solace. It reminds us that this too shall pass, that all things are transient. Think about the times when you faced adversity or heartache. In those moments, it may have felt like the end of the world, like the pain would never subside. And yet, somehow, you found the strength to carry on. That's the power of impermanence. Impermanence teaches us to cherish the present moment, to savor the beauty and joy that surrounds us, knowing that it won't last forever. It reminds us to let go of attachments, to release our grip on the past and the future, and to embrace the ever-changing nature of existence. 6. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It's the ability to govern our desires and impulses, to stay true to our principles even in the face of temptation. Think about the times when you've set a goal for yourself. Perhaps it was to eat healthier, exercise more, or save money. How often did you find yourself giving in to temptation, indulging in short-term gratification at the expense of your long-term goals? Stoicism teaches us that true freedom comes from mastering our desires, not being enslaved by them. It's about cultivating the discipline to delay gratification, to resist impulses that lead us astray, and to stay focused on what truly matters. Self-discipline isn't about depriving ourselves or living a life of austerity. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values and goals. It's about saying no to the things that distract us from our purpose and yes to the things that bring us closer to it. But self-discipline is more than just a means to an end. It's a way of life. It's about taking ownership of our actions and accepting responsibility for the outcomes. It's about showing up each day, even when we don't feel like it, and putting in the work to create the life we desire. 7. Gratitude. Gratitude is a timeless virtue that lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. It's the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the abundance that surrounds us, even in the midst of challenges. Consider the blessings in your life, the roof over your head, the food on your table, the relationships that enrich your existence. How often do we take these things for granted, overlooking the immense privilege they represent? Stoicism teaches us that gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a way of life, a lens through which we view the world. It's about finding joy in the simplest of pleasures, cultivating a sense of contentment regardless of our circumstances. But gratitude isn't just reserved for the good times, it's equally important during times of adversity. In fact, it's often in our darkest moments that gratitude shines brightest. It's in those moments when we realize just how much we have to be thankful for. The strength to endure, the support of loved ones, the lessons learned through hardship. Practicing gratitude isn't always easy, especially in a culture that encourages us to constantly strive for more. But Stoicism reminds us that true richness lies not in the accumulation of wealth or possessions, but in the appreciation of what we already have. 9. Humility. Humility, often overlooked in a world that celebrates ego and self-promotion, is a foundational principle of Stoic philosophy. It's the recognition of our own limitations, the willingness to learn from others, and the acknowledgement of our interconnectedness with the world. Consider the times when pride or arrogance has led to conflict or misunderstanding. How often do we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of comparison or competition, seeking validation through superiority or dominance? Stoicism reminds us that true strength lies not in power or status, but in humility and empathy. It's about recognizing that we are all fallible human beings, capable of both greatness and shortcomings. Humility doesn't mean diminishing our worth or downplaying our achievements. It's about embracing our humanity, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's about being open to feedback, willing to admit when we're wrong, and eager to learn and grow from our experiences. But humility is more than just a personal virtue. It's also the key to fostering harmonious relationships and communities. When we approach others with humility, we create space for genuine connection and understanding. We recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every individual, regardless of their background or status. 10. Inner peace. Inner peace, the ultimate quest of humanity, sought after in the hustle and bustle of life's demands, is the culmination of Stoic philosophy. It's the serene state of mind that remains untouched by external chaos, a sanctuary of tranquility amidst the storms of existence. Consider the times when we've felt a deep sense of inner turmoil, moments of anxiety, anger, or despair that cloud our judgment and disturb our equilibrium. How often do we long for a sense of peace, for a respite from the relentless chatter of the mind? Stoicism teaches us that true happiness lies within, the result of aligning our thoughts and actions with our values and principles. It's about finding contentment not in external possessions or achievements, but in the stillness of our own minds. But inner peace is not a passive state, it's an active choice, a daily practice that requires commitment and discipline. It's about cultivating mindfulness, gratitude, and resilience, and nurturing a sense of connection with ourselves and the world around us. As we wrap up our journey through these 10 Stoic lessons, remember this: true mastery of our emotions begins with a single step within ourselves. So, take a moment to reflect. What small changes can you make today to cultivate acceptance, virtue, and mindfulness in your life? How can you nurture that inner peace that lies at the core of your being? The answers may surprise you, and as you continue your path, may you find the courage to embrace each moment with grace and resilience, for in the depths of your own mind, you hold the power to shape your destiny and find lasting fulfillment.